Hey everybody, and welcome back to another Kraken Packs video. I am your host, MrBevers. That's right, today we're going to finish off the rest of this box of Battlebond that I opened up last week. If you missed it, we did open 3 packs on a live stream, so there is a little bit less than a full half a box here. If you missed those cards, I could try to figure out which ones they were. But better if you just go and watch the live stream. It's not super long. We crack a bunch of packs. And then we cracked some Battlebond. So, there you go. In fact, I think we also did a Dominary pre-release kit, so you should definitely go check it out for sure. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, commons. Uncommons. Jellin Sphinx. Soul Blade Renewer, which is a partner, so we're going to have the other partner here, which is the Soul Blade Corruptor. So those two go together. And our rare is a Morphic Pool. So it is battlefield tapped unless you have 2 or more opponents. Interesting. So very good for multiplayer formats, of course. And we got a warrior token and a plains. So very good for multiplayer formats. As people have been saying, this is basically like a Commander's Master set. 10. Okay, so there's an uncommon here, which means we have a foil. So we've got Kiss of the Amesha. Amesha. Kiss of the Amesha. We got a Genesis Chamber. We got a Slum Reaper. And our rare is a Zindersplit's Judgment. Zindersplit's Judgment. Zindersplit's Judgment. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Zindersplit. For each player, choose a friend or foe. Each friend creates a token that's a copy of a creature they control. Each foe returns a creature they control to their owner's hand. And our foil? Foil rare, Angelic Chorus. So a 5-mana enchantment that says whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain life equal to its toughness. And we got a zombie token. Zombie. Yeah. Commons? All commons. Okay. So we hit our foil rare out of the box. Orez Co-Explorer. Blood Feud. Krav the Unredeemed. Now, we got 2 rares here because these are the partner pair. Because this is partner with Regna the Redeemer. So this is unredeemed. And we have the partner, which is Regna the Redeemer. So there you go. And I will read those to you in a moment here. Let's see what they do. So Regna is a 6-mana 4/4 flyer that partners with Krav. And it says at the beginning of each end step, if your team gained life this turn, create 2 1/1 white creature tokens. Warriors, specifically. And Krav the Unredeemers is a 3/3 for 5 that says pay a black, sacrifice X creatures, target player draws X cards and gains X life, put X 1/1 counters on Krav the Unredeemed. So the idea is you make a bunch of 1/1s and then you sack those 1/1s to draw cards and gain life. And pretty mean. Pretty mean. I guess those two need to be sort of in the same deck, though, if they're going to work in that fashion. I mean, you can have other creatures to sack, I guess, but, you know. Relentless Hunter. Nimbus Champion. Decorated Champion. So we got 2 champions, Nimbus and Decorated. They're not partners. They're just champions. And our rare is an Angelic Chorus. So we got a foil Angelic Chorus and a regular Angelic Chorus. Uncommon here. Battle Master. Or Battle Mastery, I should say, is our first uncommon. Let me show it off here. Enchanted creature has double strike. Battle Rattle Shaman. Swarm of Bloodflies. And we have a Mind's Eye. Whenever an opponent draws a card, you may pay 1. If you do, draw a card. Actually, we've hit 2 foil rares, because we hit a foil Mind's Eye in the last half of this box as well. And our foil is a Lightwalker. Lightwalker is a 2/1 for 2 that says it has flying as long as it has a 1/1 counter on it. So as soon as you turn it into a 3/2 with a 1/1 counter, it also gains flying. Seems pretty good. And there's lots of ways to put counters on things in this set, so you know, there is that. Enduring Scale Lord. Aim High. Gang Up. Destroy target creature with power X or less. Huh. Interesting. Instant speed. And Magmatic Force. At the beginning of each upkeep, Magmatic Force deals 3 damage to any target. Okay. It's a big man. And we got a 5/5 Zombie Giant token. First uncommon, Fog Bank. Good old Fog Bank. 0/2 defending flying wall that prevents all combat damage that will be dealt to it. Proud Mentor. Oh, it partners. It partners. So it taps and it partners with Impetuous Protege. So this guy gets, when he attacks, it gets +X/+0 until end of turn, where X is the greatest power among tapped creatures your opponents control. I see. So the mentor taps down a crazy big creature, and then this guy gets huge because of that. That's kind of interesting. And we got a Sower of Temptation. This is a reprint from Lorwyn. 2/2 for 4, flyer. And it says as it enters the battlefield, gain control of target creature for as long as it remains in the battlefield. So it's a mind control on a body, as opposed to a stick. All right. What else we got here? Those are all commons. So we've got Step Glider as our first uncommon. Lore Weaver. Lay Weaver. So we have Lore Weaver and Lay Weaver, which are partnered together. Pay 7, draw 2, target player draws 2 cards, untap 2 target lands. And our rare is a Sea of Clouds. So another like multiplayer land. I don't know. Okay, so I haven't followed this set enough. So is there a nickname that people have given to the lands in this set? Let me know below in the comments. I'm curious. What would we call them? They come in tapped unless you have 2 or more opponents. So, I don't know. Maybe you call them like OP lands or something like that. First uncommon is an Assassin's Strike. Then a Beast Within. Actually, very good removal spell, because it destroys target permanents, so it just can blow up any permanent. And a Dinrova Horror. And a Bountiful Promenade. Another land. We didn't hit any lands in the first half of the box, so I guess it makes sense that we're hitting them all in the second half of the box. Come on, open. Open pack. There you go. All right. Pulse of Marasa. Bring Down. Destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. And it has assist, though, so another player can pay up to 3 to play the spell. That's pretty nice. Cheering Fanatic. A little 2/2 goblin for 2. And it says, whenever it attacks, choose a card name. Spells with the chosen card name cost 1 less to cast this turn. That's pretty cool. Lets you get your 4-drop out on turn 3. And our rare is a Thrilling Encore. Instant for 5. Put onto the battlefield under your control all creature cards in all graveyards that were put there from the battlefield this turn. Wow. That's pretty mean. So if you have any sort of like board wipe, things can get a little out of hand. Or if your opponent is just sacking things left, right, and center. Morbid Curiosity. And, I think that's a Kaladesh or Aether Revolt card. Spectral Searchlight. Spell Snare. I don't know if this is worth anything from this set, but I'll take a look. It's definitely, like, it was like a $4 or $5 uncommon from the previous sets. Bonus round. 1 and red. Until end of turn, whenever a player casts an instant or sorcery spell, that player copies it and may choose new targets. It's pretty mean. And hey, we got the Rowan emblem. So now we have the Will and the Rowan emblems. Pretty nice. Now, a guy from my LGS was telling me that it seems like the mythics in these boxes are mappable. And not in the same sense as, you know exactly which packs have. So not mappable in the sense where it's like you can tell like every 5th pack has a mythic in it or whatever. Or the mythics are always on this side. Or, for instance, like the Eldritch Moon packs where it's like every pack with Liliana on the art has your mythics in it. So just always buy all the Liliana packs. That was such a disaster. But apparently, at least from what he's seen a number of boxes opened at his store. And people get the same mythics. So if you open up, this mythic, you're gonna get this mythic as well. If you open up in this mythic and this mythic, you'll get this mythic. And that's what he's seen so far. And that's kind of disappointing if that's the case, because that means people could open up as many packs as they want out of the box as soon as they hit a mythic. As soon as they hit that first mythic, if they know that that's the mythic they hit, and they don't want the other mythics that come with that mythic in the box, then they just forego opening the rest of the box and move on, right? And it's kind of disappointing, to be fair. Switcheroo is our first uncommon. Blaze. And we got Sylvia the Bright Spear. So we got 2 rares in this pack. Sylvia the Bright Spear, which is a partner. 3 mana, 2 and a white for a 2/2, double strike. Dragons on your team have double strike. And it comes in with a dragon, I believe. Yes. Korvath Bright Flame, which is a 3/4 flying dragon for 6. Sorry, flying haste, I should say. And it says knights on your team knights your team control have flying and haste. So Sylvia gives this dragon double strike, and Korvath gives Sylvia flying and haste. So, pretty nice combo. And we got a foil here, a foil Phantom Warrior. So the reason I brought up the mythic thing is because we've hit 2 mythics out of this box so far. We haven't hit any out of this side. But based on the mythics that we opened in the first half, there is at least one more mythic that we should expect to see if we see another mythic. And if it's the one that I think it should be, I will let you know in the video. We will see. Thrasher Brute. Feral Hydra. Take Up Arms. And our rare is an Arena Rector. So there's our mythic, and it's not the mythic that I was told that I should look for if I opened the other 2. So that's good news, because that means that we don't have to worry about the boxes basically having the same mythic runs and stuff. Now, it could have been just the case that he saw opened at his store you know, that case had a weird run of mythics where it all got the same. Who knows? It happens. I mean, let's look at my Masters 25 packs, right? We got an uncommon here, which means we have a foil. Culling Dice. Because, like, whatchamacallit, I opened up 3 boxes of Masters 25 out of the same case, and they had foil mythics in them, which is not, in my opinion, supposed to happen, but it did. So things like that can happen. Solemn Offering. Reckless Scholar. And Game Plan. 6 mana, sorcery with assist. Each player shuffles their hand and graveyard into their library, then draws 7 cards. Exile Game Plan. It's like a reset. And our foil is a Bull Rush Bruiser. So there you have it. That was our first box of Battlebond. I hope you enjoyed. I kept this video at least under 20 minutes, so that's good news. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I've been your host, MrBevers. Don't forget, I have a store, nerdvanastore.ca, for all your single needs. It's kind of undergoing some maintenance right now, so it may not be up and running when you're hearing this video. But I also have a Patreon page where you can get discount codes to the store, so once it's back up and running, you can get discounts, as well as things like grab bags, booster boxes, bundles, all of that jazz. And it helps support the channel. I'd really appreciate it. If you can't afford with monetary value, don't even worry about it. Thanks for just watching. I really appreciate it. And as always, may your pulls ever be better.